Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if you're new here. I am Souls, and my channel More Adventures with Souls is all situated around simulation genre gameplay games, including Parcel Simulator. I have some videos already up on my channel about our play with this, and we're just going to continue today and keep going through our parcels and hopefully maybe add some more stuff to our warehouse, maybe add some more of the conveyor belts. We'll just, we'll see where it goes. I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe if you would, and let me know if you like this game, if you don't like this game, if you've played it, or any tips or tricks that you may have for me. So let's get started. Let's see, it is a Monday, day 8. Let's check our tablet. So today is truck and rail. What else? I have $5,866. We'll just pay it. Job, sticker checker, $1,500. Serial number checker, 2,013. Got some new goodies. I'm gonna get this serial number conveyor checker. Let's see. We now have the parcel opening toolbox. This toolbox contains a knife, so we can open and examine the parcel contents and grants access to the contents inspection license. Displays the acceptable weight classes. Parcel conveyors. All right, let's start with that chunk of money. But if we don't have money to stuff, then we can't progress. And if we don't use it to progress, then we're stuck. All right, so this will check serial numbers for us. This will check if they are valid or invalid, much like the weight bit. So if it's valid, this way, it'd be kind of messy, but it is what it is. Let's go grab the bears. All right, so serial number, if it's valid, it goes in here, and then it goes in the weight checker. Valid, it spits out here. It's invalid, it spits out here, which we can actually connect directly. This invalid submission, however, we have to sticker it. Help us. Valid. Let me actually clean up this mess first, and I'll be back in a moment. All right, I finished up my pile that I had stacked up over the weekend. It is Monday here in our warehouse. Over the weekend, we can't ship anything but truck. So we had a pile. So I pretty much took care of it. Over here is all the air parcels. And I really haven't looked at the ones that don't have an approval sticker on them yet or not. I'll deal with that when that day comes around. We can't even send these out anyway. It's not an air day. So I did get my toolbox so we can get parcels that have the check for contents, basically, see if they're invalid or not. And I did also do another boo-boo. I sent a denial package down this chute, and whoops. So I have a little setup going here too with my serial number and my weight. I do have a decent amount of cash from sending out all those train parcels that were stacked up over our weekend. I got a little bit more money, so I'm not sure really what to do. I feel like I could put the sticker checker and send stuff on their way, but I would somehow have to connect it back here to this invalid submissions, and I'm not quite sure how I would do that. I would want the sticker checker somewhere in the middle. Either that or you get two of them, one here and one here for each truck. However, that would be $2,400. That would be pretty much a little bit more than half of the money we have left, and I'm not quite sure I want to spend that much money right now at this very moment. So I think I'm just going to continue doing what I've been doing, which is we begin our day and we just stack up parcels, and we kind of deal with it from there. For me, this strategy works fairly well. For other people, it may not work so well, but for me, this works pretty good. So this is kind of what I do, and until the end of the day. So I'll see you at the end of the day, and we'll deal with everything when we have two giant piles once again. All right, we've reached the end of the day. We have two massive piles of stuff. I did manage to get some of them into the right chutes while I was waiting for the trucks to arrive, but I forgot to do one very important thing. So now that we can open parcels and see what is inside them, I didn't buy the contract to do so. I know better, or license, I'm sorry, not class. So, contents inspection prohibited. We need to buy the license for that. And then we get parcels that we can look at and inspect. So, I messed up. My bad. Anyways, I think I'm going to do one thing though before we get into all of this. I want to see how sticker checker would actually work with all of this stuff. So, I'm going to go into the shop. I'm going to buy the sticker checker conveyor at 1200, and I'm going to buy some more conveyors, and we're going to build a little bit and see what we can do with this. Now, I wish I could upgrade stuff. I have to buy warehouse tier 4 to upgrade, and upgrading the machines it's very nice, but it takes, it takes a long time for it to build up that money to actually upgrade the items. All right, there we go. I want the denied here, and I want the approved over here. Actually, no, I don't. I want that opposite. So the denied is here. If it's got an approval sticker, it'll go over here. If I want to get real fancy with this, which I could, I can grab a loader conveyor and a storage rack. However, storage racks are small. They only store up to 8 parcels. As you can see, I have monstrous piles, so it doesn't really feel feasible for me right now to do that. So let's see, build this up a little bit to grab my pallet. Grabbing a pallet and then getting everything from the truck is time saver. These only hold 6 boxes, so very small amount. It'll just go here and fall on the ground. Hopefully, in theory, if it's denied, it'll way. I'm actually going to move this table. This table is something. I definitely need a few more. This needs to come this way. Wait, I had more in the truck. That's right. I forget that these don't grab everything. You can only get 6 boxes on them. They feel too expensive for the little amount that they actually carry. And I could have brought the whole pallet over there, but mistakes were made. What can I say? All right. So in theory, we know that this is a denied parcel. That in there, and this nice little parcel will go all the way into the invalids, which I can also submit because it was full. So this one does not have a parcel sticker applied to it. It's going to kick out, hopefully, back here, and then it'll go through the serial number and the weight, or not, or it can just fall off the conveyor. I need one more conveyor, don't I? Oh, I see what I did. I have to rotate this like that, but it needs to be flipped. I get confused with that no inspection sticker applied. So this is technically the front. My mistake. This is the front with the denial and the approval, and then the back that says no sticker applied is where it comes out if there's no sticker on it. So that's why it was spitting it back out. So in theory, now I have this correctly. This is why we're testing. we have to check this stuff out, and it's going to go on its way into the serial number. It'll check the serial number. It'll check the weight. The only thing it's not going to check is the country. So for example, we know that this is not the Ligball country. Therefore, we still have checking to do on our own because we don't have all the machines yet that are capable of doing the automation for us. So this parcel was invalid for weight, and we will give it the good old denial sticker. 2 of them actually, because the other one I know is going to be... Our table is probably best served back here, I would think. We're closer to the denial. We're farther away from the truck area, but it makes a little bit more sense because we can grab all of this stuff and bring it over here because we're still not obviously fully automated. We need a lot more to go, but we don't want to go too fast because if you unlock everything very quickly, then it's easy to get overwhelmed if you don't have the automation process kind of set up for yourself. So that can be a big deal. I'm going to go through all of these packages. We know that our system works. We just have to check the country before they go in and know that they're valid in that aspect. I don't even have to run over and put the denial ones in there because I know they'll go right away. That one's moving on. There was no sticker to it. So I could put a few more out here to wait, so to speak. This one went through the entire process, all valid. So there's no reason why this one would be invalid. Basically, I would have to table its way in and then try to do some sort of system back to this table for the truck and train. Be like straight curved 4 straight conveyors. Then you want the one that arches over and to this table. And then here, these are all valid. So they went through the entire process. So it came out here, no inspection sticker, into the serial number. If it was valid, it came this way into weight. And if it's valid, it comes this way again. We just need the sticker, which is the approval sticker, and then we can send this to the correct chute. This one. I'm going to go ahead and process all of these now that we kind of seen what our system looks like, and hopefully we'll do a new conveyor system that comes over this way to our truck and train and give ourselves a little bit more freedom and movement. Hopefully, that's the theory. So I will my mess of piles, and you can see why I pile everything up, because our money is back up to $7,500. However, I've noticed a couple of things I can definitely do with some sort of system, and it would be nice to move the air packages back to back section. Now, the issue with like doing this early on is there's no real good way to catch all the parcels off of the valid track. I would have to have a bunch of those loaders, which are $600 a piece, and a bunch of those small storage racks, which only hold 8 parcels. I would need several of them, which would be just a cash sink at that point. And I don't really want to go that route yet, because I stack the boxes up to try to get as much money as I possibly can. So I know though that I want straight conveyors. I want bridge conveyor. And of course, things are going to change. Things are going to move. We'll have different, we're going to change our layout probably 800 times. But I should have made these different things. I can eventually. It's not okay. So here's our bridge conveyor. Like that. A corner we'll see if that works. Okay, well, I have one extra, but it's not like I'm never going to use it. So I'm alright with that. Just going to practice parcel. This is an air parcel, so try to stop it. Our little train, just make sure everything is going in the right direction. Now I realize this is going to pose a problem for stacking up boxes from this truck bay, but I'll just have to work around it. Okay, everything seems to be working. Phew, I thought it wasn't going to pick that up in time. All right, so next time we're going to take a look at the invalid contents that we bought the licensing for and the toolbox for. And we have a new little conveyor system. However, it's still very slow and it still needs to be cleared. Therefore, we probably are still gonna do our stack box pile method, at least for the meantime, and maybe open up tier 4 of the warehouse. I can't wait to get rid of all of these air parcels as well because they are getting to be a mountain and I really want to get rid of them. I hope you can join me. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.